Alright, I'm back. So let's get back into it, shall we? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of FF14 Endwalker. Let's just jump right back in. You know, these robes are actually kind of snazzy in this lighting. Yeah, they're kind of nice. Got the rich detail on the chest part. I like it. It's cool. Whoa. The Ethereal Sea. Hades was the keeper of this place, right? Makes sense. The Ethereal Sea is where everything goes after it dies, right? It's like Hades being the keeper of the underworld in Greek mythology, so it matches up. Guiding souls into the afterlife. Emotion. Entelekis are sensitive to it, right? Like Medion here. Isn't that right, Medion? All the creations are happy. That makes me happy too. See? Cute little Medion. You're the last boss for this expansion, aren't you? You would tell me that if you were, right? Yeah. It's a good little girl. No, even if it's not her, I'm willing to bet at this point that the final boss for this expansion is probably going to be some entity that is an Enteleki like her. That seems to be where this is going. Hermes talked about flooding... what? Flooding the universe with Dynamis or Akasha, so that it's able to not be blocked by Ether, because Ether surpasses it in power. And it seems like what's happening to our world is the opposite. It seems Dynamis is overpowering Ether now ever since Zodiark is gone, so I'm willing to bet it's probably the work of an Enteleki like Medion here. If not her, then something else. Maybe Hermes put it in motion a long time ago, which is why he wanted to get rid of Zodiark. But who knows? Still too early to tell. We'll see where this story goes. Yeah, I remember this. Ether to Ether. Ironwood Footgear Coffer. Item level 539, excuse me. What's on your mind, Hermes? What's going on? Tell me, Leon, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Dynamis. Dynamis seemed promising. Dynamis, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Lycaon. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby occupites. Excuse me, occupites. Slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry? Or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the occupites were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Lycaon that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I've no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doros is still there, however. Hermes! Wait! There she goes. If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. We're running. I need not trip with these robes, though, like all the way to the ground. Like, that's not realistic physics. You would trip over that shit so quick. Unless it's cut just short enough so that when you lift your knees, it lifts it up high enough so you don't trip on it. Those would be well-made robes. But traditionally, robes are never made for running, so I don't know if designers actually keep that in mind when they make robes of any kind. I got debated, it wasn't there, it's over here. Probably where we're heading next. Or actually, we're probably going over here first, and then over here. A fearsome beast, this Lycaon. But where is it now? Or Lycaon. Yawkupit is no easy prey. With its hooves and horns, it was designed to be formidable even on land. Yet they didn't stand a chance against the Lycaon. It's heavy. Hermes' pain. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. The Lycaon was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emmet Selk and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Lycaon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Leon. Off he goes. Come, come! It's down this path and over the bridge. There she goes. New area. Y'all know what that means. I know some people watching are probably dreading it. Grips? Screw you. There it is! The 12 Wonders! Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Meet you on the tunnel accompanying you. Come on, let's find Doros. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. Oh yeah. Oh my god, you have to... It's way up there.
Bruh, look at this dude.
There's the first warning. That's a blonde-haired woman, so that's probably not it. Unless... Hmm? If you're with Meteon, then I assume you're on an errand for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, so people often mistake us from afar. I hope you find him soon. Dark-haired man. Well, let's talk to him anyway, just to see what happens. Once I get back and record today's results, I should finally be able to put that report to bed. Not Doros. His hair is long, but the color's wrong. Okay. Alright, alright. What's about this fool? Doros! That's Doros! Oh no, there's a medium. What brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lacayones, I believe, if that's how you say it. The Lacayon? Actually, no. I think I pronounced it Lacayon or something. I forgot how I pronounced it earlier. The Lacayones, I believe, or the Lacayons. I don't know. It's a weird fucking name. The Lacayones. I like that though. Sounds like a Spanish word. Anyway, where are they now? They're out in the fields in restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Kitsis, or Kitsis. Jesus, he named. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says. The beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that here we go again. A Lacayon slaughtered occupites. Can you please just voice this so I know what the hell I'm saying? As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released? I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lacayons would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them. All exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? Oh, fuck, I forgot to turn on the light. Sunlight ain't working no more. Let me see. Too dark up in here. A memory reconfiguration system. The hell? Alright, I'm back. A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories, that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous. Depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions, Astaroth may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. You know, that goes for you guys too. Be careful with those words. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. It is all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. None except him. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat onto the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lacayons have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion, that M itself may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray show them to the meeting room. We have a duty to the star, this I know. But it doesn't mean we don't also have a responsibility to the lives we bring into existence here. He's a very compassionate individual. People like Hermes tend to be the ones that if they snap, they go in the complete opposite direction, so it really fits his profile for what he did in the present day. Sorry, I'm zoning out here. The man and other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Makes you sad, doesn't it? Yep, we're having a Detroit Become Human moment here. A sentimental gift. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Meteon? Are you feeling unwell? Not me, Hermes. It's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Leon. Well, though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon in your care again? Yeah, sure. Fine. Leave it to me. I'm in your debt, if you'll excuse me. What I said about Hermes just now, I know it from personal experience, because I've had moments like that. It's, you know, Bankrupt talked about it, right? There's some days where you just want to burn it all down because it's not really going your way. Regardless of what it is. In his case, the extreme compassion he has for all life forms. He probably snapped, something caused him to snap, and then he just said, fuck it, then let's just burn it all down and kill everything then. No life has value then, you know? He went in the complete opposite direction. Can you help me with something, Leon? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up. With a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most, of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong. Better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions. What we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. Yeah. The 12 Wonders. Where have I heard that name before? Or at least part of it. By the 12! The 12. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Ooh, so big and bright. I love them. One sec. Yeah, I'm alright. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Alright. You know him better than me, so... A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. Oh, flowers. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. That's right, he likes that. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed, their mix of colors forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're headed in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. Poisonous, you say?
I got.
Familiar plant. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Seen it before, I think. Oh, a command! A flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good. But you're good, Leon, at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. It shot seeds at him. Yeah, those fuckers tend to do that. Anything else? You're good at observing, Leon. Just like an observer. You don't say. You spy nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah! Over there, Leon! Something big! Huge! Oh yeah? Oh my god, it's actually not talking about... Oh, okay. This. Malodorous grass. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis! The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. I see that. Interesting. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up! It didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Leon? Would he like it? It swallowed him up? I'm guessing it was that... What, he had... What happened? Like, that's an unfinished story right there. Did he get crapped out afterwards? Like... What happened? It's probably not the good sort of memory. But not this one either. Finding a good flower? It's harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Leon, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there? Hold on. Whew. Excuse me. I'll pick something after that, I promise. Are you fine? It takes time to, you know, put together a meaningful gift for someone. If you give a shit, you put time and effort into thinking about what they want, what they might be happy with or something, you know? Lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Oh shit! You son of a... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take them on my own. Wait. I forgot to hit a button there. This. Hold. Try this again. Aww. There's nothing. The shiny thing over there. What could it be? Oh, Alpis flowers. They're here too. Somehow I knew we were gonna end up picking this one, but I thought the only ones around were the ones way back there where we last were. You're obviously gonna want these, right? Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelechy. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always white and bright. A tortured soul. Truly? The flower was dark in your home? Yeah, an ashen gray, actually. Then, do you have it too? A dark emotion? Yeah, I was gonna say these are all true. Um, so I would pick this one, but they're all true, so I think this is probably the best answer. I dare say I have a few. But you know what? No, I feel like doing with this. This is the one that speaks to me the most, regardless. I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I see. Hermes has known the same. The feeling that a part of you is gone. Again and again. But no one notices. That'll drive someone crazy after enough time, yeah. Please, Leon, won't you lend it to me? Your pain and sorrow? I want you to make the flower dark. In front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place. Since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone. That others are sad too. Yeah, exactly. If you feel like you're the only one, it drives you nuts, yeah. Truly? You'll do it? Sure. Thank you, Leon. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. There she goes. And there it is. Exactly what I was expecting to see. I bet more are gonna pop up anyway, though, in a minute. But this could also lead to a cutscene that moves us somewhere else. So it's a little risky, but I'll turn it in for now. It seems they're still talking. Let's wait until they finish.
Hermes!
That was loud.
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Alright, I'm going. I'll just, just give me a sec.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you.
I definitely don't. Oh shit. Them green
May
eyes.
we talk a moment?
They all have a very striking eye color. Like the way it glows their eyes.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain, but they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear, and it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteion's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Always a comfort to know you're not alone. I don't know how to interpret that. I don't know. I interpret this a little insensitive. Otherwise I would kind of say it with the right tone of voice, you know? Otherwise it could be... Let's have no more brooding, eh?
Indeed. Difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of Dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteion and her sisters.
Oh, there's more.
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties. and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
Oh, right. Good thing I turned it in first. So yeah, what I was saying earlier. Look, we woke up at 10 in the morning, bright and early. Nice. Well, what I was saying earlier, I was like, oh, new area, you know what that means, right? And then...
Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
7 new side quests! Yeah, I know, a lot of people watching the YouTube video are probably just gonna fast forward past this at this point. That's why I've included the laugh track. I know what's coming. Were you able to get some rest? Please do not hesitate to let us know if you're feeling tired. I worry we might exhaust your scarce reserves of ether. The prodigal familiar returns, and after causing all manner of trouble while we were in our meeting, I'm sure. I'm glad Hermes saw the flowers. Thank you, Leon. Yeah, but what did you see? It will help, I hope. Today will be difficult for him. Verdict and execution. Alright. Beg pardon? Excuse me? Girls, take that little sod. Where's it gone? Oh, I was unaware we had a visitor. You alright, dude? Pardon my language, I should hate to give a poor impression of Elpis with my unprofessional behavior. Alas, I am quite at my wit's end with this new cultivar. You are fortunate not to have overheard worse. Its restorative properties are superlative, that much is true. Yet what possessed its creator to give it such nimble little legs I shall never understand. I really must impress upon those fools at the words of Helmer that not everything need be ambulatory. I have tried leashing it, fencing it in, staring at it with all my might. It's no avail. Its resourcefulness is far beyond what one could, and I dare say should, wish of a vegetable. Given that it shows such signs of sentience, however, perhaps it is possible for another intelligent creation to commune with it. Are you willing to make the attempt? When it embarked upon its most recent bid for freedom, I spent my assistant after it. His own legs have grown quite powerful by this point, so with my luck, you'll find them not too far to the west. Or with any luck. Excuse me. The hell is this? Is that a Gale cat? It is. Cutie. Aileros. Yeah. You make this? You and the Aileros. My, what a familiar essence you have. Like that of a familiar... If you're familiar with the concept? Oh, just my little joke. Leon, was it? I am Hippo, though. Yeah, that's why I did that. Yes, we're getting to that. Leon, say hello to our familiar friend here. She's an Aileros. The Aileroi are one of our newest creations, highly attuned to abnormalities in their environment. At the first sign of danger, they'll sound the alarm, by which I mean mew loudly. Though we do our best to observe all of our creations, Elpis is simply too large to maintain a constant vigil over each and every temperamental species. A more efficient means of detecting conflict between creatures was in order. Thus have I taken Miss Aileros under my wing, to further develop her capabilities in this area. And she does enjoy our little walks. This morning we are testing her ability to pinpoint sites of conflict. Would you like to observe? Simply tell her that her task has begun, and she'll do her utmost to locate disruptive creatures. Please do subdue any unruly subjects once you found them. We can't have beasts running amok. Sounds good. Never fear, she is quite proficient in our language. You need only let her know to begin. Well, let me get the other quest first. A new mechanic I have to organize myself around when you have to like follow something or have it accompany you. Everyone certainly seems content to allow their familiars to wander about unattended of late. I must say, it's becoming something of a distraction. I've been attempting to prune this bush for ages. Who is responsible for you? Azim, you say? In that case, I suppose some degree of independence is to be expected. Because Azim is known as a reckless individual? Oh my god. I take it you're the Brazilian sword as well? I mislike where this is going. You are an assertive one, aren't you? No matter. If I know Azim, your curiosity will get the better of you soon enough. Oh, I know. I figured... I didn't know if that was, like, gonna stop it from happening, but I guess it did. Alright, so yeah, your name might have been punched by it. That's wonderful to hear! The Akantha population around the Wonders is in need of culling, you see. Here we go. The appropriate number of specimens has been moved to the Hungering Gardens, a far more suitable habitat, but the remainder need to be cut down as they harm the local environment. You can attract one by applying this nectar water to yourself, perhaps over by the beacon to the northeast. You should hate for the creature to lumber over here and mistake anyone else for a tasty snack after all. Or we should hate for that to happen, yeah. Alright. Anything else? Simply pour the nectar water and allow the scent to draw an Akantha to you. And slay it, of course. Do not forget that bit. The whole concept of death being a privilege to those who have fulfilled their purpose, I guess it's kind of loosely related to how people in real life would say, like, oh, I can die happy now, because, like, they feel like they fulfilled something, whether it be their purpose or just something else that they find very significant in their life, and they feel like they can go without regrets, right? The difference here is that I think, you know, well, they've made it pretty obvious, they actually deliberately die once they feel like they've completed their purpose. Wonderful. Ah, aren't you just adorable? Yes, yes, you are. Hello. You think I'm gonna miss the opportunity to do that? That's what I love about familiars. So whimsical. The task that is perfectly suited to one such as yourself. Finally, they made an NPC talk like some people actually type out, like very ooh-woo, basically. To make it short, yeah. I was like, because I've seen people, I've gone into duty roulette and I've seen people type like that. It's very cute and endearing. I don't go that far, but I do use :3 a lot when I type. But yeah, I've seen people, it's very endearing when I see that. People are like, hello! It makes me giggle. It's funny and cute. I have a task that is perfectly suited to one such as yourself. I would like you to inspect the flower bed north of here. I suspect they will have accumulated some ethereal masses. Still can't get over it. Did you find any? Please bring them to me. Do look carefully now. If I needed someone to wander off with the task half finished, I would have asked one of the other researchers. Yikes, throwing shade. Okay. Coming to grips. What? Where did you come from? Get back, quickly! Odd. Generally speaking, this grips would sooner gore you than look at you. Did your creator imbue you with a special talent for soothing savage beasts, perchance? I don't know. That's a good question, but what about the one behind you? The zoo-like being. Curious indeed. I dare say this calls for further experimentation. I don't suppose you would be willing to attempt a flight on its back? I hope that the grips will find use as a mount, you see. But its aggression toward unfamiliar faces has precluded any real trials thus far. Please consider it. Okay. Again, let me finish acquiring the other quests first. I'm always gonna remember that. Hello! Unresolved mysteries. Oh-ho! You're Asm's familiar, are you not? I pose to you a question. Imagine an object you truly desire lies before you. What do you do? I'm going with this. Shout need! Click on the need button so your character shouts need. I see. As rumored, you do show a glimmer of intelligence. Avarice is a mark of sentience, you know. Speaking of which, my pot of nectar has recently gone missing, along with the nymphi I was observing. Or nymphal? Is that not? Okay, yeah, it is. Couldn't see the dot there for a second. Welcome, as this confirmation of their intelligences, they aren't meant to eat all of that at once. Oh, really? Of course, should I pursue them, they will like as not hide for fear of reprisal while they devour the lot. However, they may respond if a fellow familiar expresses his doubt that so much nectar truly belongs to them. If you take my meaning. Okay. Interesting. Background research. Fortified enclosures? That would be dreadfully dull for all involved. Oh, if only there was someone who... Aha! You have impeccable timing, my friend. People tell me that all the time. What do you need? I'm in need of a bit of assistance, you see. Do you even have any money? Why, of course I do. Are not all creative minds well compensated for their work? Sure. Now listen. We have been asked to design a new island for the purposes of containing and monitoring poisonous specimens. Alas, we know little of such concepts. And last I attempted a bit of research, I woke up 3 days later with far too much information about gripes. Or grips, whatever. You, however, have the look of a familiar that could not possibly care less about this subject. Oh, you're actually very good at reading people, I like that. Thus do I require your services. You need only ask the researchers at Anagnosis for a brief introduction to poisonous creatures, and steadfastly ignore any niggling curiosity in favor of reporting back here. Okay. A great bowl with lips from which to observe? Have you gone mad? The specimens will roll about like so many olives. Yes, please do make your way to Agnosis at your earliest convenience. What are you talking about? You're willing to ride the grips? Splendid. We can begin immediately, assuming you have your preferred riding trousers on. Are you and your trousers ready to ride the grips? Sure. Your trousers. I don't know why they asked that. It's blue? Oh, the saddle is blue. I see. We're going to that island over there? Oh, we can't. It's out of bounds. Whoa. The both of you have wonderfully relaxed riding postures. Let's take you to a little tour of Elpis. Sure. We can do that. This is a very cool concept right here. The fact that some areas have little quests that give you a tour of the place, you know? Really nice, I like that. Note that Phorion beauty is ever striking. Note the blossoms which change according to Elpis' seasons and ethereal bounds. A true masterwork. The grip seems quite content, a result of the flower's sweet perfume and your masterful handling, no doubt. I have ridden a lot of mounts, yeah. I don't know though. Ooh. These beacons are crucial to our operations here in Elpis. They make convenient lodestars for flying specimens under observation. Successful concepts sight them from a distance and can approach without hesitation. The Grips has passed that test with flying colors, so let us return to solid ground. Neat. An elegant landing. Another mark in favor of the Grips' utility as a mount. Yeah. I believe I have the data I need. Thank you for your cooperation. Blank stare. I'm sure you are curious as to what today's trial means for our friend here. If you like, we can speak further back at the Wonders. Whoa. A teleport. Shit, look at that. Can I even... This looks too steep. Yeah, it is. I gotta go around. You're gonna meet Yelm to the northeast. It's over here. Welcome back! You'll be pleased to know that based on these results, I'm confident the Grips can be trained to become the perfect mounts. It scorns unfamiliar or clumsy hands, yes, but so long as it trusts its rider, it serves him incomparably. Given Hermes' own expertise, flying creatures are always subject to immense scrutiny before approval. Even so, I have no doubt that our proud friend will pass muster. Okay. Alright. Follow the Aileros and try not to fall behind. Go for it, little buddy. This thing used to take so much effort to do. Mewing like a cat. Thought for sure I was about to get attacked. That tree looks like it's like petting the Grips over there. Yeah. The Aileros alerts you to two nearby creatures that are facing one another down and looks at you expectantly. You want me to just break them up or something? am I supposed to do? Kick both of their asses? God, that tree ant look-alike is one ugly motherfucker. Holy shit. Alright. For the extra deeps. Get over here, Crispy. Both of them, yep. Pull? Alright, beat the shit out of him. You happy with that? Yeah, okay. I guess that's all it wanted. Alright, fuck it. Well, I'm near this quest objective, so I'm gonna go do that before I go back. How many... The Nymphy squeaks innocently in response to your query, but you have ample reason to doubt its sincerity. Oh, this is the one with the... yeah, okay, I remember. Squeal! Squeal! The nymph waddles away, but not before you catch a strong whiff of nectar. Alright, where are the other little shits? There's another one. Wheel? Same thing. The nymph waddles away looking rather pleased with itself. After I doubted it. Okay. Wheel? The Nymphy? Squeaks innocently in response to your... I like how it always says it like that, too. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, let's see what it does. Squeal, squeal, squeal. Squeals in a presumably disgruntled fashion and waddles away. So pissed. Must our union striking. You've returned, but where are my nymphi? But beavers. What in the world are you talking about? Come now, tell me what you saw. Spare no detail. I'm professional. Beavers. Strange brown-furred creatures that waddled? Yeah. My nymphi were bright and winged and... Oh. Oh no. No. No, that's absurd. Tell no one of this. Some things are better off lost. You saw nothing. Let's go back in the stream and see what the hell he said when I first accepted the quest. I don't know what freaked him out there at the end. A little odd. She seems quite content, but in the name of science, what were the results? As I expected. Well done, little one. Magnificent creatures, the both of you. It's a shame we cannot give you a pair of tiny wings and a bell too, but it's against protocol, I'm afraid. The Ilaroi are enchanted with theirs at birth, so they are able to acclimate properly. I'm certain you have your own unique potential to rise to, however. In fact, why not join us for another phase of testing? Oh shit. The chain quest. You can't always tell whenever they don't put a picture. Sing O Muse. I am so pleased that you're willing to join us in further research. Thus far, you have noted this Aileros' response to stimuli. However, the Aileroi have one more very special capability. Aren't you curious? Though, to be honest, when you see an ether current, it's more likely to be a chain quest even if there's no picture there. You'll be pleased to know that I've dispatched one additional Aileros to fly about the 12 Wonders for me. If she is working as designed, the phenomenon should be clearly observable. I expect that she will be able to collect evidence of it from my fellow researchers. Say, Oleros, Deucalion, and Floris? You present your conclusions to me when you finish. Oh, they're all in here, okay. I would advise you to keep your head down. I saw some manner of creature darting about in the air just now. If it carries on like that, it's only a matter of time before it collides with someone's skull. It startled me so badly that I accidentally created a winged fish. Of all things! Which itself escaped to the skies ere I knew it. Though, now that I have a moment to reflect on its speedy departure, perhaps the ability to fly is not so wasted upon aquatic creatures as I believed. Surely such a boon would give them heretofore unknown capacity to evade predation. The recent passion for flying concepts may have something to it after all. I really must pay a visit to the Bureau of the Architect next time in Amrot. I doubt anyone has registered a winged fish yet. Well, that's where Bismarck came from. Oh, right, I accepted a quest, right. What about this? We were fortunate that it was a happy accident this time, of course. You know how it is, someone yells, "Surprise!" and suddenly you've created a stunted serpent with yellow stripes or some nonsense. We can't have that.
Surprise, motherfucker!
So that happened to you? I just realized what creature he's talking about. The serpent of Ronka from the first. It's a little cute. Well, like he said, a stunted serpent. Really short, tiny little stubby snake with yellow stripes on it. A little. I think actually, you know what? I have it because I did the quest line. He's talking about this. The Great Serpent of Ronka. The all-seeing, all-powerful Great Serpent of Ronka. Those wobbly girths may deceive the eye. That is presumably a mere mark of the serpent's mercy, for its true form would be too terrible for mortal minds to comprehend. So, we called it ridiculous, but someone made it. A tiny winged creature? Do you refer to Hippotho's familiar, perchance? I did see it not long ago. I not know where it's gone off to, I regret to say. I would assist in your search, but I must put brush to parchment before I forget what I meant to write. Outside of my observational duties, I have been laboring over a treatise on aquatic flora, you see. Yet, rereading my work a moment ago, I was suddenly struck with how trite my conclusions sound. I believe I know precisely how to strengthen it, however. I dare say even Hamlet shall be impressed by my insight. Isn't this the most darling familiar you have ever seen? Here we go again. Oh, okay, talking about the cat. Behold, its soft and fluffy fur, its pudgy belly, its charming little bell, its eyes that gaze imploringly into the very depths of your soul. Trying to get a good look at the fucker, but he turned away. It makes you want to dismantle it and gobble its adorable ether right up, does it not? Something like that. That sounds a little violent, but again, the whole thing about, for some reason, when you see something too cute and you're overloaded with it, you're just like, you wanna... Weird. Why that instinct is there. I dare not, of course. Whoever it belongs to would be quite cross indeed. Yet even to gaze upon it stokes within me a creative passion the likes of which I've never known. There he goes. Alas, my muse! Perhaps I need to create my own familiar of surpassing cuteness after all. Good luck with that, dude. Slippery Mandragora. Whatever that said. Are you the one who made these? Grillo sent you to commune with the Mandragora? Best of luck. Mandragora emits a screech not unlike the sound of a Magitech airship's hull rending in twain. But it is unclear what this is meant to convey. So it's just like... Did that help? No. So even its fellow creations cannot understand it. What a pity. Granted, I did suspect its vocal organ was... unique. Aha! If you took the same form, that may be less of an obstacle. Though I am admittedly unversed in the original design specifications, I should have little difficulty transforming you into its mirror. Shall we have a go? Sure. Wonderful! Now stand still. Oh my god. Excellent. That feels like a high jump because I'm so small. Finally, I get to experience Lalafell height. Still can't tell what the fuck. If anything, you understand even less than you did before. How was that? Ah, one moment, please. Pardon me, I had not the slightest idea what you were saying. Would you mind repeating that? Nope. Foiled again! Nevertheless, we have gained valuable data. Alas, please inform Grillos that it may be some time before I return. Yeah. You're gonna go chase it down. Did you locate the Mandragora? Well, yeah. Sort of. Seemingly incapable of comprehensible communication, is it? Perhaps its degree of intelligence bears further scrutiny. Of course, if upon further observation it is deemed sentient, it will be subject to even greater scrutiny to ensure that it can be safely set loose. To understand each creation in all its aspects and conclusively prove it beneficial or detrimental to the star, such is our duty and burden as researchers. At least, we can say with certainty that it's legs work. There you go. I see you have spoken to everyone. And what are your findings? Exactly right. The Aeloroi bless those they meet with inspiration. After all, we are at our best and our brightest when our hearts are at ease. This is true. You have people under coercive, stressful conditions all the time. They're not going to be very good people, and they're not going to be very creative either. With clarity of thought and faith in ourselves, we can do anything. And what could possibly quell inner turmoil so well as a lovable creature like this? There he goes. Ah, it seems duty calls. She senses another irregularity. Off you go then, dear girl. Excuse me. With today's results, the Aeloros concept will be approved in no time. I am truly fortunate to have such wonderful familiars to work with. Excuse me. Yourself included, of course. Thanks, lady. I have so enjoyed the time I've spent with the Aeloroi. If only all of our creations were so sweet. Yeah, a lot of them are some ferocious, nasty-looking motherfuckers. I don't know. It's an earth sprite. Ethereal masses. Yeah, that's another way of describing it, sure. Though you examine the flower bed closely, there are no ethereal masses to be found. The ethereal mass floats over the flower bed right for the picking. Probably. That did it. Let's see what the hell that is. This must be the location Chloris mentioned. Applying the nectar water to yourself ought to attract an Akantha or two. What? I forgot to read that. A sweet scent with a touch of ripeness filled the air. Is it gone? Yeah. What did it say? It's... oh, hold on. There it is. This floral water is both fragrant and tasty. Not that you would know. Yeah, because I'm not supposed to eat it. I was supposed to just douse myself in it. Alright, cool. A hostile presence. That's an Akantha? Shit! Odious air. Shit, I gotta get out of here. I'll be fighting for a while if I stick around. Well, I'm closer to these. Well, actually, if I'm gonna teleport, I might as well go this way first. Go take care of these. Woo! The quintessential example of a poisonous specimen is the Morval Marcus, of course. Never was there a creation so foul, so pungent, hence the name. Indeed, the concept has lately been adjusted to prevent any further accidents. But the Marcus! Oh, the Marcus. It blinds the eyes and paralyzes the body, even as the mind desires nothing so much as to vomit continually to purge its stench. Jesus. Why did they ever make that thing? You have learned the odoriferous origin of mortals, but not the reason why they were made. You are soliciting ideas for an Isle of Poisonous concept? In that case, you might ask after the new cultivar from the Phonic Horns. I'm told it bears poison fruit. Learn of a deadly new cultivar. Poisonous creatures? Why, there's one right here. I see it. As you can see, its skin is translucent. The body within is, shall we say, squishy. Fortunately for it, those beautiful sleeve-like appendages conceal countless minute, stinging darts. Most other creatures cannot so much as touch it, let alone devour it. Wow. It would be fascinating to see how it fares against non-aquatic concepts. Oh, perhaps it could even fly, should a light enough gas be incorporated into the membrane. You have learned a disturbing fact about stinging invertebrates. Jellyfish! Right. Anyway. Staring into my soul there for a second. Ah, the scent of nectar water and fresh cut vines. You did as I asked. 'Tis much appreciated. The aconti grow and propagate quickly. Too quickly, as I have learned. Their short life cycle makes them an excellent source of fertilizer in woodland areas. I had hoped this factor would be enough to keep their population in check, but it appears that without natural predators, they proliferate so fast as to smother the local flora. Moving them to the gardens will do for the moment, but I must find a means to make them less invasive as a species, lest they be deemed unsuited to this world. I couldn't bear to see that happen to my darlings. Oh, did I neglect to mention that I am the creator of the Akonta concept? I figured. A great many of those who research the creations in Elpis submit our own concepts from time to time, you know. It would be wasteful not to put the knowledge we gain from our observations to use. I thought that was normal for everyone to do, regardless of where they were stationed, but just as it would be wasteful to allow my darlings to be sent to Leaf, I will make this concept work, I promise you that. What you gotta do, man? Is this inside the house? Damn. I thought it was. Alright. That doesn't even sound like laughter. That sounds like a pig squealing or something, holy shit. Did you that's why I don't use that one that much. Did you scrutinize every corner of the beds? Yes, I got 2 of these. Coagulated ether found floating near the 12 wonders. Here. As I suspected, masses of earthen aspect. The gardens of the 12 wonders reflect the balance of dynamic and stagnant ether of all 6 aspects. An excess of activity in a single aspect leads to this type of agglomeration. Is these flowers' way of bearing fruit, so to speak? Beautiful as that may sound, ethereal masses indicate that we must adjust the ethereal balance in Elpis to maintain an ideal environment. There's not for you to worry your dear little head about, of course. Such magic is as simple as breathing for us. Run along now. Oh, okay, good. Oh my god. Ah, damn it. I gotta go all the way around.
You suck!
Yes, I know. Fucked up. Alright, we're good. There you are! I had begun to worry you'd become mired in the minutia. No, I got your shit. Note about stinging invertebrates. This information on the efficacy of stinging invertebrates' defense mechanisms is either fascinating or terrifying, depending on who you ask. This vague information about a plant that bears poison fruit bears further investigating by someone who cares. In retrospect, you really ought to have expected to hear about Morbold and their noble lineage when you took this assignment. Oh, I did. The questioning kind of says it. Or rather, the dialogue did. 3 notes, enough to see our options, yet not so many as to lead us into the weeds. Well done! My, this Marcus is fascinating, isn't it? How might one contain such a specimen that it not befoul its environs beyond repair? I simply must know! Excuse us, we are off to see a man about a Morble. That's it for now.
Wait till you see them.
For now. I laugh because I know there's probably some people who might watch this one day and be like, just hurry the fuck up and go with that, Miss Kid. Oh my god. Verdict and execution. I say it just because I have seen that in other streams. Where streamers try to like enjoy this game at their pace and some of their audience starts to get impatient. They're just like, just do MSQ! Verdict and execution. An all too brief interlude, perhaps, but it is time I attend to my next task. As Emmet, Selk, and Hithlodius are aware, we reached the verdict regarding the fate of the Lycaons. I can't get used to the spelling of that. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Damn, it really hurts him. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as Chief Overseer I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lycaons would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here and help us. What about us humans? We're doing the same thing right now, in real life. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose, hazardous life form. Oh, really? Restricted purpose? Hithlodius has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet, whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lycaons have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course. Let us be off then. We return to the main aisle. Right now. You know what's funny? I noted how much they use the follow mechanic, the accompany mechanic, and now the whole sort of mount riding mechanic where you go with like an NPC on autopilot. I noted that they did that a lot for this expansion, and it occurred to me while I was doing some of those side quests, what the hell is that over there? Are these the... Oh, so it is like lichens, like Lycaons. Yeah, it looks like Fenrir. Oh wow. I'm guessing these are like Lycaon. Oh, anyway, really quick, what I was gonna say was what was it? Shit. Oh, that I know people who just do side quests just to get them off their map because they hate the little glowing side quest markers. So they don't read the story or give a fuck about any of them, right? They just smash through the text. I bet those people who I know are probably fucking pissed at how much more involved side quests are this time, where you have to like follow something around or lead it or sit there and watch it go on autopilot as you fly around. Like, it's no more just one and done side quests where you just go do something really quick. Now even if you skip the dialogue, it's like, you know, it's a task now. Anyway, what the hell's going on here? Doros! Are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4. The other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above, to 12 wonders. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Leon handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few and all that, unfortunately. I will render assistance to Emmet Selk, unneeded though it is. Alright. I guess it's just us 3. Meteon, you are to stay here with Doros. Okay, so it's us 2 then. But Hermes! The Lycaons must be reverted. I would spare you their pain, and mine. This is my burden, not yours. But if you're intent on helping, then please follow my lead. Lycans, yeah. Like wolves. Never mind my wounds. They are easily healed. And it is the Lycans which concern me. Medium? Stay with Hermes, Leon. He will need someone when the time comes. Very empathic. Obviously that's what intellecties are implied to be. Empathic creatures, but right now I was referring to Hermes. Incredibly empathic and compassionate. Is it flying? Yo, what the hell, man? You didn't tell us it could fly? I appreciate your help, and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our cord, within striking distance at present, but if it feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here is my plan. We will approach slowly, in full view, and draw the Lycaon's attention. Now I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not. By my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Let us begin. There it is. Am I good? Oh. Not quite yet. Stand your ground a little longer.
Now. Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. to be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time? Aye.
It has been quite an exciting visit for you thus far. Oh, you weren't injured, were you? Good, good. The other Lycaons have been taken care of. The incident is resolved, and life in Elpis continues as normal. Or ends, as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Well, I think one day he might make us all find out. The end of days seems pretty comparable. The despair he goes into. I don't know what answer he's searching for, if it is within our power to give it. But I believe he would make a fine Fandaniel, and that if he rejects us out of hand, we will all be lesser for it. Travelers at the crossroads. Finally to level 87. Where to now? If there's anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position with the convocation, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If he cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist, then allow me to remain your humble guide. And what of you, Leon? Will you continue along with us? Wonderful! Our fellowship travels on unbroken. Much to Emmett's Selk's dismay. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are to be had. If you would follow me, we will first head back towards Anagnorisis. Next. Didn't we part ways with Hermes not far from here? Given the size of Elpis, I expect our paths will cross again before long. From here, we follow the path northwards to Notonius. There, we will find one of the Neas, which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We only need to use the device together once, and then henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Shall we? Alright. Oh, it's one of those! Oh, it's a B rank. Shot Maw. Never actually got a chance to look at it really well before because, you know, it was, the only place I can remember seeing it was Academia Anager? And, you know, it's an optional dungeon, so most of the time when I go in there, it's like, you have to go at the pace of everybody else, which is usually rushing through it like always, so can't stop to admire the monster designs. Unless the need is pressing, I won't be tracking Hermes with my ethereal sight. It is poor manners to spy on someone's comings and goings in such a fashion, so don't ask. Social conventions notwithstanding, perceiving ether requires deliberate and intense concentration, and we otherwise keep our eyes on the corporeal world. Well, Y'shtola would know a lot about that now. Here we are, Notonius. This Neas will take us to... what? Calamelios? Calamelios Zephyros, the western island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way and we can soon admire the view from above. It's gonna be good. Probably just a teleport, but whatever. Yep. Simple.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros. Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by... Well, well. An Arraius. How delightful.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight. Another, superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Damn, dude! Bit overkill, Banal, but thanks.
That was too close. Are you unharmed? Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work.
Glad to know it's not forced upon them.
Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Almost feels like a
Easier
roast.
said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
He really doesn't like me, does he?
Is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
That sounds like something I would do, yeah.
Oh, you know I am. Now then, you are? I say, have you perchance come from the future? I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
Get her using logic.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
Just assuming time travel is a
A
thing.
traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
Oh my god, so that's the blessing of light, yeah. Do they even... I should ask this, it's more direct because... Do they have the concept of a primal here yet? I don't think so. Which answer to give? You know what, I'm gonna go more subtle. That sounds rather like the blessing of light. See what she says to that.
I see you are not ignorant to its presence. And while there are many protective spells, the one you bear is unmistakably mine.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
Unfortunately.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
I take it means even if I tried. So are we gonna try?
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting! I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
Hope she doesn't change her tune later after this.
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge. So you needn't worry for us.
She really wants the
More
story.
importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
I mean, if it doesn't change anything, I don't see the problem with it.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
What? What the fuck?
He's gonna waterboard me, man.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation?
God, he's so
I've
aggressive.
been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos. We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
That 14th C has quite the reputation then, doesn't it? The seat of Azim. Man, go figure. Reckless individuals like Vina here. And whatever the hell my past self's real name is. There I thought you were a harmless, stray familiar. As far as I'm concerned, this nebulous talk of future this and changing history that can wait. I mean to find out exactly who you are and what you hope to achieve here. Well, I'm not really sure myself. I'll be honest. Elidibus is the one who said, here's what you need right here, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, here you go. The future. Our future. I am definitely curious to hear more. Well, milady? Shall we? You think I was gonna do that? Come on. Tease me, lady. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept-engraved crystal, and the quick-fingered Aureus which made off with it. God damn those little shits. An Aureus, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureus. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed away the crystal you seek. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Okay. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading into... They said it in the cutscene. Poiton Oikos. There we go. Something like that. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Lady? Gentlemen? We'll reconvene later. I mean, at this point, yeah, I could have done it at the beginning of Endwalker when we first saw her, right? I could have made a joke and said, I have a new waifu, but honestly, that's probably been made by like 99% of players anyway already by now, so... I mean, just looking at her, I'm like, she's probably got her own fan base already. Like, instantly. Like Y'shtola, for example. Her own cult following. There we go. That's the reason why I haven't really made jokes about Y'shtola either. Or I'm just like, why for Y'shtola? I don't really, you know. So I'm like, yeah, that's not really going to be original. It's already, like, pretty well established. Yeah, she has a following. The compass detects a current approximately 310 yonks to the northeast. Not quite a hell over there. The concept crystal. Oh, that dude I think is part of the fate. Let me get on this thing here. Oh look! It's the thing that later becomes Balam Keats or something. It's gonna cause Render Ray a lot of trouble later. I think it's pretty cool though that she decided to continue living and trying to improve the world, right? Instead of just saying, alright, my purpose is fulfilled, I'm out. He's an eternal adventurer like me. The similarities. It's, well, again, I think that's where the infamy for that 14th seat of Adam comes from, right? Traveling the world and helping people in need. Okay, so it's safe to assume it's not up here. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, oh! What's this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Get away from me. Ha! I got it! You suck!
You suck!
I did find out recently that Yugiri is also pretty popular though. Which I didn't know, and I hadn't figured that, honestly. Speaking of the whole waifu thing, the waifu jokes. I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not the only one who simps over her. I made those jokes thinking I was part of a minority, but no. Apparently not. Excuse me. The problem you present is vexing enough without adding the old Asm into the equation. And she wondered why these lines upon my brow grow deeper, when she herself wields the hammer and chisel. You got a little patience for the Asms, huh? The Asms, both mentor and student, are a force to be reckoned with. I find them a delight, personally, but they have a habit of making Emmett Self look as if he bit down on a sour grape. Yeah, I can tell. He just told me. Oh my god. Gentlemen? Milady? Our last searcher returns. I'm afraid the Aureus no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better? Actually, I got it right here. Check it out. A scintillating crystal upon which is stored some manner of esoteric concept. Here you go. What was that? The crystal! Well done! Wonderful! Now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? Have you? Yeah, the obvious answer. I've often been asked to do so. But traveling and searching go hand in hand. How it goes, you know? How it be. You travel often, then? It seems we have something in common. Yes, that's what I was just saying. Long ago, when I held the seat of Asm, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Again, we have a lot in common. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Whimsical. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another, wouldn't you agree? You don't know the half, lady. You don't know the half. This whole thing started just because I talked to some... I don't want to say he's a drunkard, but, you know. I talked to some dude on a fucking chocobo carriage that I rode in on with the twins, Alfino and Alize, a long time ago. And then one thing led to another, and now I'm here. Go figure. Yeah, it is funny how that happens. Nothing new. Okay. Okay, we have enough time to at least get there. Before I have to take a small break. A past not yet come to pass. Vana is in a cheerful mood. I still enjoy the fact that she shares a name with that Okuria from FF12 that believes humanity should be the master of its own destiny or whatever. Free from the god's influence. It actually makes more and more sense as this goes on, why she has the same name. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, it's time I return this stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to that task. Alright. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Oipen Oipo. Oh, these things are huge. I like that the design is the same as Amaroth, so it's consistent. With the lore and everything. It works. It's here, but not that here. It's probably like over there. You needn't be nervous around Vana. Those white robes mark her as one of fair and impartial reasoning. Is that what that stands for? Aside from the emissary Elidibus, such garb is worn only by those who have stepped down from public office to serve as advisors. Wait, really? Oh, aside from the emissary Elidibus, okay. Whatever you have to say, she will listen without judgment. You know, when they first introduced Van Daniel, Hermes, with Xenos, he was wearing a white robe. But it didn't look like Elidibus's, so maybe that's just a coincidence. There's a very different one, too, from the one... Well, yeah, I just said that. The one from Elidibus. Yes, this will be far more comfortable than interrogating you on the side of the road. Again, he's gonna waterboard me. Save me, Vana. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please, make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Alright. Hey, Crimson. It's gonna waterboard my ass.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit.
Maybe I should do that too.
There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
To be fair, I did clear out my inventory before I started the stream. I used up all those chests. Still have a bunch of food though. Alright, Leon, it's now or never. In the future I came from... All true. A calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. Why dance around it?
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Gonna tell him everything anyway, alright. I like that Vana Heidelin's theme is essentially answers from A Realm Reborn's theme. I think I said that before, though. That's gonna be off-putting to hear, right? About La Habrea. And Vana as well as Heidelin. Really does make me wonder how they're gonna react. Hearing about their futures. This has to feel very weird for them.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any, but we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Kinda did.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
That matches up with you.
You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emet-Selch! Wait!
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Both of these are my suspicions, of course. But the most obvious is this. Dynamis is the key to all this. Not sure yet how.
Ah yes, the energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteon? Yes, I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. And suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emet-Selch is the man Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Okay. Yeah, that went about as well as I would have hoped. With them itself, anyway. Anything else, milady? Shall we begin our investigations, then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Excuse me. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Okay. Thus, I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon. I have a good idea of where we might begin. That's what I was waiting for. All of a sudden, a fucking side quest appearing. I was like, 3 major settlements, 3 clusters of side quests, and there it is. Alright. I'm gonna take a break, like I said. I'll be back in about 10 minutes.